Hello, everyone, and welcome to the February 3rd edition of Barely Necessities. That's where the Rebeccas of Laughing Place get together and discuss all things merchandise. I'm the site's co-founder, Rebecca Mosley, and over there is Rebecca Burbank. How you doing, Becca?
Good. How are you?
I am excited. It was quite the day today here at Laughing Place because the Disney company finally announced what's going to happen as Bob Iger retires. So if you haven't been following the news, I suggest that you pop on over to our front page and check out the numerous articles and responses and all sorts of things that are happening regarding the announcement of that succession. Oh, yeah. So today started off with a bang.
It did. Yes, it really did.
Oh, good evening, Caleb. I'm going to say quick hi to Caleb, say hi to Nikki B. And Fred Ramirez popping in to say he's celebrating a 40th anniversary of Pixar by watching Up. Do you have a favorite Pixar movie?
I really like Ratatouille. I've always enjoyed that film, and then the first Incredibles is really great too. I mean, I love all of them, but if you had to pick two that I would only be allowed to watch again, it would probably be Ratatouille and The Incredibles.
I am not as big a fan of Pixar typically, so my favorite is Cars.
Okay.
Which I feel like is kind of lower on a lot of people's lists when they talk Pixar, but that's my favorite. And then probably I'd go with Monsters Inc. As the next one that I really enjoy. So there you go. We're going to start off by talking about some classic Mickey, I guess, over here with our friends at Roosevelt's.
Yeah, they have an athletic line, and they introduced this past week their Run Mickey collection. So there's a couple of performance shirts. They, of course, have a Kunu Flex button down because you can't have a Roosevelt's collection without a Kunu Flex. And then some shorts, too, some training shorts. So yeah, some tees and all featuring Mickey Mouse. So I have yet to try anything. I haven't tried any of their performance wear or their athletic wear, but I like how this looks.
My friend Anita, who is just getting back from Run Disney Disneyland, was so excited about this Mickey graffiti, what I'll call Mickey graffiti look here. And I was joking around with her that I like to explore the journey,
Mm-hmm.
but Mickey to me looks like he might hurl. And she said, well, depending on what mile of the race, it works. And I was like, okay, that works. So these are really cute. I like the shorts with the kind of tone on tone.
Yeah, and they're also lined. So there's like a tight compression short underneath the exterior short there. So you're kind of getting two for one. They don't separate, but you're kind of getting two pieces of clothing in one.
And just so you understand how deep that Michigan rivalry runs, she lives in Ohio, and she told me that while she loves these, she cannot get them because that big blue M is just a little too close. So no, not happening. I was like, wow, okay, that's commitment.
Yeah, no, gotta support OSU, however you can.
So the Run Mickey Fun is available over at Roosevelt's. We'll have a link below so you can get a little bit more information about it here. I like them cheesy smile Mickey.
I know. The colors are really good. It feels a little retro. I like that it's almost neon, but not quite. Like I don't know. I really enjoy this collection.
I agree with you. It retro yet modern somehow. Yeah, that's totally the case. It is Tuesday, which means some new pins popped up, and in this case, I guess we're looking at some Muppet fun.
Yeah, actually, these I believe are at the parks. So I haven't seen these at Disney Store yet, but there's some new releases coming up for the parks, and was really impressed with what they have here. I love that we've got the Muppets having fun on a bunch of these attractions that we love, and that's something that you're going to see everywhere.
Okay, so New Zealand is Uncle Orville. We have Sam Eagle, of course, American Adventure, Camilla and pals over there at Tiki Room, Gonzo at Soren, and I'm gonna say Rizzo at Sci-Fi Dine-In.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Wow. Okay, so a lot of Walt Disney World love in this pin release. Muppets, you said.
Yeah, Muppets having fun at the Disney parks, both at Walt Disney World and Disneyland.
Okay, I thought it was Disneyland, but I still wasn't hitting any Disneyland, so I started to doubt myself. But yes,
no.
There's also the Disney ones. They were just a little deeper on the click than I remembered. Oh, sweet. Okay, so we've got some DCA as well as Disneyland in the Disneyland Resort mystery set.
Yep.
So cool. Okay, lots of pin. Oh, I hit the wrong button, Becca. Sorry. Lots of pin to learn about in the link below. Walt Disney World and Disneyland. If you happen to be hitting the parks, I know I'm heading there to celebrate DCA's 25th, and we'll be talking about some of the merchandise around that shortly. But first, we're gonna jump over to Disney World for a unique collectible.
Yes, a succulent that is in a planter shaped like the Tree of Life from at Animal Kingdom, with so much detail. Like I am so impressed by this. And Rebecca, I see you have a note here that Jeremiah, who took the photos, he says it's big. It's a hefty collectible item. So
yeah, he said he said it had some good heft to it. That's his hand holding it, so you can get a perspective. And it's reportedly not a living succulent.
Okay.
Here. So you are looking at something that you don't have to worry about taking care of. It will always look beautiful based upon what Jeremiah recounted to us. It's $54.99. So it is not an inexpensive item, but as you can see, even comparison to the mugs behind it, you're dealing with something that is quite sizable. I will say this did not jump out to me, but Geo in the chat was really fond of it. So I was like, okay, so there you go. So I'm interested to see how this moves, and will we see? I know we've already seen a smaller succulent in a was it a people mover vehicle?
I think it was like a gondola.
Yeah, I think it was a Skyway bucket. I think you're right. So I'm interested to see kind of what other Disney icons and imagery we get transformed into a succulent planter. Yeah, Doobie's like succulent or popcorn bucket. Okay, I'll be honest. I wouldn't mind this as a bowl. Like I could put M&Ms in it.
Yeah, or even like ice cream on special occasions.
Oh yeah, there you go. Okay,
we'd all be fighting over who gets the Tree of Life ice cream bowl.
Or one of those really big, like those share it cocktails. You know, I always think of the one at Applebee's that's big and blue. Yeah. Okay. Jumping over to DCA, it's celebrating 25 years. Very hard to believe. This hat right here on my little head, opening day hat. There you go.
Awesome.
Little opening day fun. I also had to grab, look what I found in my closet. I'll probably take it with me. Look.
Aww.
I found my Paradise Pier jacket.
Wow.
From way back when. The thing I loved about it that got me to pick it up really was the buttons. It's like a Grizzly Peak button.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah, this is from Open. So these are like, 20 plus year old. We're looking at vintage, right? Vintage is what we call it. We call it now. I also we'll look at what's coming now. We've got lots of fun stuff, a popcorn bucket that looks amazing.
It does. And like Doobie was just saying, popcorn bucket or succulent, This is a $55 or $50 popcorn
depends.
bucket. So I've seen the video on Instagram where the guy throws the sun or the Pixar pal around, like moves it out of the way, drops this here, and then he's sitting in one of the cars, and he's eating the popcorn, and like the little cars on the popcorn bucket swing, super super cute. I love that it lights up. I just can't imagine spending $50 on a popcorn bucket.
I think it's also somewhat interactive too. I get the impression like it'll be a little bit different depending on where you are. But that is in line with what we're seeing as far as popcorn bucket prices go. Whether or not that's what I'm going to end up putting out for it, I don't know. But that's where the popcorn bucket market has gone, Becca. It is now a collectible. It is not just a simple add-on to your popcorn. It's remarkable what's happened in this. I mean, it one of these popcorn buckets is actually sold with a bag of chips.
Because okay,
I really like here's your popcorn bucket and a bag of chips. So.
I'm just thinking if this were like a toy or like a souvenir, that I mean, it is a souvenir, but if you had this Pixar Pal Around toy with all the same features, it just didn't open for the popcorn element, would you pay $50 for it, or would you be like, hit me up when it's like 35 or something? I don't. I'm sorry.
No. I don't mind the debate because I feel like sometimes I get locked into the price that I paid when I was younger, and I understand that. And the market has and the pricing has moved beyond me. I mean, I still can't get over the fact that it's like $6 for a soda.
Yeah, no, I was looking at something else they've introduced in Goofy's Candy Company, one of those marshmallow wands. We used to make them at the boardwalk, and at least you'd get a straw with it, but it was like $3.99, $4.99, and this is like almost $7. I'm like, exactly. It's like, now granted that was
it's passed you by, Becca. you're thinking back when you were there in the early zeros. It's 20 years later, and a popcorn bucket.
It was late zeros and early teens.
I was trying to look up how much I paid for my Millennium Falcon popcorn bucket while we were sitting here talking.
I feel like those were in.
That was like.
I feel like that was 40 something, but then I mean, I don't know. I don't know where the line is for me, but
there you go.
I understand like the popcorn bucket and the Millennium Falcon. I guess that maybe just feels like more of a collectible item to me, perhaps. I don't know, but
there you go. Around 28, based on old
20.
It was from how many? I spent around $28 for my Millennium Falcon with popcorn that's sitting over there that I adore.
That was within the last 5 years.
Yeah, and now we're looking at lights up.
I mean, like it's executed so well. It looks so much like the attraction itself. Like they brought all of the elements to it, and it's beautiful. But I don't know.
I'm with you. I remember when the popcorn bucket was almost impulse buy. Now it's a collectible investment.
Yes.
A little bit different, but I'm curious how there was this Instagrammer who would bedazzle popcorn buckets, and and turns them into purses that are bedazzled.
Okay.
I would love to know I'm interested to see, I don't even know if she still does it. This was years ago when that first Figment bucket really popped. I'd love to see this bedazzled.
That would be awesome.
And see what she manages to do with that. Beyond the popcorn bucket,
of course, yes,
we have T-shirts celebrating the 25th anniversary, offering classic icons along with a lot of the new elements that have come to define DCA. No longer do we have that Sunshine Plaza, but we have the sunshine represented here, along with what's happened with the revisioning of Buena Vista Street. The pin set shares the colors of the costuming that Mickey and Minnie are going to have with the celebration of California Adventure. What do you think of their outfits?
I think their outfits are great. I love it. It's very playful, and it feels appropriate for the 25th anniversary. Also, I want to say I love the design for like on the shirt, on the pin, like that, the simplistic, like, I don't know, the artwork there. I really, really like that. I'm just impressed with that.
I do too, and it's similar to a line we looked at last week from Walt Disney World that was kind of focusing on the 4 icons of the park. Yes. And so this has a very similar dynamic to it, but featuring the landmarks of California Adventure. We also have some items that are celebrating the anniversary of Downtown Disney, along with the Grand Californian Hotel. In addition to these items, you can also get medallions, and they have over at 5 and Dime, these that have the full color, a 25 anniversary logo on the back. They also have some of the one design has popped up at the Grand Californian with Mickey on it, and then the 25th anniversary on the back. Others are popping up, not sure exactly what's on the back side of these as we were looking at the app, but we have Grizzly Peak featured here with the 2001 date of its establishment. So lots of fun getting ready to, can you believe it's 25 years, Becca?
I know, that's just insane.
And if you're an annual pass holder, a Magic Key, don't forget to pick up your complimentary postcards.
Oh, those are cute.
So you can check the app for the times and location of where they're available, but don't forget to pick those up. I love how they pulled the classic sun. Like the sun is like really some. This is my open day magnet, and it's so reflective of that with the really shiny cheeks that were on the sun wheel. So yeah, lots of nice little kind of nods to the history, given how much the place has changed over the years.
Were you able to visit the park? I mean, I'm assuming they had soft open prior to. Did you get to go to any of the soft openings as part of their being a pass holder?
Yeah, we attended Doobie, went to a cast member one.
Nice.
I was at a preview of the Grand Californian Hotel. So they let you book it super cheap because it wasn't quite finished. Like smoke alarms were going off at weird times and things like this. So it was kind of a testing dynamic. So they was well below the posted like rack rate. So I was staying there, and Doobie was over at the park on a cast member preview. I have pictures of him. I like took from my hotel room into the park of him there with the cast member.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then because this was one of the first major events that we attended under a media invitation, we actually were doing various interviews and things like that prior to, and then opening day was the really high intense, really, we were so nervous because we anticipated huge crowds. And believe it or not, back then we couldn't just shoot the footage and go to a nice place and upload it. So we took our footage, gathered everything together. Once the ceremony was over, drove home, furiously typing and editing. I mean, I'm pretty sure I was doing some of that in the car on like a little handheld type word processor type thing that I could then, kind of over to a computer when I got home. And then once we got all the footage up that we could, because back then I don't think we did very much video, just because the cost of people downloading it. So that wasn't as big of a priority. It was getting up pictures and as full a transcript of what had happened as we could. And then we were nervously getting back in our car and driving back, thinking there was no way we were getting back in the park. We were really hoping we would, but we had no and it was like a breeze. You just wandered right in. It was so lightly attended.
Oh,
Yeah, no, it was a lovely day.
good for media coverage for Laughing Place.
We had a lovely time at the park, as I remember. I think Doobie's still in the chat, so if I'm misremembering, Doobie, if I'm conflating memories, but my recollection was that I know we got back in the park, but my recollection was that it was not nearly as challenging when like a huge backup to get into the parking lot or anything like that, like we had been, concerned about. And unfortunately, I think it only stayed quieter from there. The opening days of California Adventure were not heavily attended, despite signs on the highway, I think, warning you of congestion. I don't think that congestion ever came to fruition. I think they were kind of warning about it, but then it didn't happen. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we were begging our publicity contacts there at the resort and being like, can you help us? And they're like, no, sorry, we can't guarantee it. It may be at capacity when you get back. And we're like, okay. So yeah, so we took off and came back. But I can't even believe it's been 25 years. Earlier today, I was looking at the upcoming Daytona race and realizing that some of the family names that are familiar to me is because I watched the dad race. It's now the son racing, like
yes.
years older than my son. California Adventure, I think, is now as old as maybe Disneyland was the first time I visited it. We're getting in that range.
Oh,
maybe.
wow.
Like,
Wow.
Almost there. Because my first visit to Disneyland was 1977. So yeah, yeah. So yeah.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, so I'm old. Moving on to something cute and adorable and young. We've got these rubber ducks down at Disney World. Aren't they cute?
They're very cute. And I love that we point out in our article, they're $4.99 each, which is some of the lowest price souvenirs you can find. They're even cheaper than a bag of candy
I love it.
At Goofy's Candy Company. But yeah, how fun, especially if you're a Jeep owner, right? Isn't that a thing? Like the rubber ducks on the Jeeps? I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was thinking cruise line. I know people like to hide. That's another one that I was thinking about. But I love these little rubber duckies, kind of dressed as Disney characters, Stitch and Tigger and Pooh and Lightyear. These are super cute.
Yeah, and I like how the tag almost looks like they have pearl necklaces on. Or some type of like beaded necklace, right?
No. It's very, very stylish. We have a Moana, Ursula. We spotted these at at Downtown Disney or Disney Springs.
This is a great question.
It's Disney
Animal
Springs.
Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is where we spotted these.
Okay, thank you. Animal Kingdom is where we spotted these. Oh, Elsa's got a nice do.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, and I like that the girls have the eyelashes and the boys don't. So that's one way to.
Oh, okay.
If you're confused about which character is which, but
there we go. Oh, those are cute. Okay, so these were spotted over at Animal Kingdom, and I'm sure if and when we see them elsewhere, we will update the article so that when you arrive at Disney parks, you will know where to find these adorable little duckies. In the meantime, we are excited about Scrub Daddies, Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. The more classic profile had previously popped up, I want to say in the UK.
Okay.
But this profile version is making its way here based upon a post by Disney Family.
Mm-hmm.
No details, though.
No, I know. I'm a little surprised by that, too. But with the color scheme, I'm thinking it's going to be released within the next, in the heart there, within the next week or so.
Nothing says Valentine's Day like here, honey, something to scrub sync with.
Yeah, I know. But Scrub Daddies, have you ever used the Scrub Daddy?
I have a Scrub Daddy. I love my Scrub Daddy.
We do we do too. And what's fantastic is they were this company expanded because of a deal on Shark Tank, which is an ABC show, Disney owned. So yay, gotta love that. But Yeah, so Mickey is the Scrub Daddy, which is just it's the same type of sponge all the way through, and then Minnie is the Scrub Mommy, and the backside, which you can't see here, is a little bit like has a soft spongy or like there's like a hard sponge on the front, and then the like a softer, finer sponge on the back for a little bit more gentle cleaning. But yeah, these are pretty cool. I'm hoping they will be online, but then also I'm guessing they'll be in stores. But I don't know.
Earlier this morning, your husband was talking about the traditional Scrub Daddy and its design where you can hold it easily. Yeah, I'll be honest, I never hold my Scrub Daddy that way. I always just fully palm it like I'm sanding something. That's always how I use my Scrub Daddy. So the notion that I could put my hand into like Mickey's eyes and mouth to use it was not something that crossed my mind, but now I will think of it thanks to your husband.
No, I will use it sometimes if I'm like reaching into like a mug or something. Like, for example, one of these mugs we have here, if I like, it can be hard to get your hand in there. So having the eye holes to help like rotate to scrub along the bottom is actually quite helpful. So there you go.
Tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, I was
gonna say. Never wondered. This is everything you need to know. Moving on. Make your own tumblers.
Yeah, these popped up at Disneyland. These are Starbucks tumblers, and the make your own part is that you can get a tumbler base, a straw, and then a lid, and then you can even purchase a blind box like straw accessory. I kind of laughed at this. I'm like, okay, but I can understand where it might be a lot of fun to do something like that. And again, here I am scoffing at the price. This is $59.99, which is what you're paying for a little bit more than what you would pay for a Starbucks tumbler, Disney Starbucks tumbler anyway. But you get to, come up with, you get to pick your own elements, and you do get the cool Mickey Mouse topper. So that's something that we don't usually have.
I will say one of the first things that I thought when I saw this was, I want that topper.
Right?
So I don't get the impression that that's available unless I buy the whole thing.
I think so.
And I like my current Starbucks tumbler, so I don't need a new tumbler. So it'll be whether or not I can find a design that maybe I think a friend might like, and then I can just give them, here, for your Starbucks mug, you can have that. And because I just want the straw. I like the striped straw, and I like these Mickey Mouse hats.
I do too. Yeah. If you could buy those separately, that would be fantastic. But
go on my tumbler that I already have, and I don't need more tumblers. I have one hand.
Because, and then at some point, like these look like they're all the same size tumbler, but even if you went to a little bit smaller tumbler, I think the lip size at the top there or the opening would be the same. So yeah, you, in theory, if that Mickey hat fits these tumblers, they would fit your Starbucks tumblers at home.
Nice. One would hope, but you never know. That was one of the things I'm like, I'm gonna have to check it out when I get there. Is this a standard size? And could I mix and match? Because then I'm more likely to buy it if I knew like that. Because I have the one that when they did the recreation of the Starbucks with the balloons, when they those used to be the Starbucks cups at the park. Yes. They then created a plastic reusable tumbler that looked like the cups that you would get at the park.
Yes.
And I would love to be able to kind of rotate this with that. Sometimes have a blank, a typical topper on it, but sometimes have those mouse ears, because I don't always want the mouse ears. They can be awkward. And as Becca said, you can see here that there is a blind box element. It's the silicone topper for your straw. You have the classic Disneyland D, some mouse ears, a little version of a Starbucks cup. So those are also available as part of this new choose your own tumbler. Those are, I want to say, $12.99 for the silicone toppers, which is pretty common pricing when it comes to those straw elements. Moving on to more. Oh, I guess not really moving on. You get to build this too. You build a tumbler here. Now we're going to build some Legos.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some new Winnie the Pooh Legos, specifically Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. And this is available at Lego, or directly through Lego. Yeah, kind of cute. I'm also kind of like, I'd rather have a plush and build a like Winnie the Pooh Lego play set and not the figure. But he does have a great face there, right? And the honey pot is adorable too.
I love. Okay, I really like Winnie the Pooh, but what's totally over the top for me is the honey pot.
Right.
Honey pot with the little bees in there. I am all over. This is so adorable. And Piglet on his way to a party with his little balloon is too sweet. So a nice little set to celebrate the anniversary of Winnie the Pooh from the creative people at Lego. We also have some baby clothes available.
Yes, at Carter's under the Oshkosh Bagosh or Baby Bagosh brand. Yeah, you can buy these online through Carter's. I just thought these were really sweet. So I think we just found out about these today, and I love the overalls and then the like almost hidden Pooh face on the top pocket.
Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, so a nice pale honey yellow top underneath, and then the denim dress over top. Some nice embroidery with the Pooh Pals in the lower corner there. So sweet.
Yes.
Sweet elements from baby Oshkosh. And moving to the world of Star Wars for just a quick moment, want to remind you that on Friday, the next droid will drop. Oh, he's down here. He's this one. It's the droid from Mandalorian. This is Grief Karga's protocol droid that has been given a moniker to honor Carl Weathers, who has passed and was Grief Karga. So sweet drop coming on Friday. We didn't want you to forget about it because it's been a while since we talked about the created droid, and just to remind everybody kind of what's unique about this, Becca.
Yeah, this is so you get the droid and then it comes with a Build-A-Figure piece. And so when you collect all 6, then you have an additional action figure that you get from the entire series. So these are dropping once a month from January through June. So the protocol droid we were just looking at, the gold one, that's going to be the second in the series. So
there you go. And finally, before I pass it over to Becca, ooh, and I forgot to get your shopping list.
Oh, no, that's okay. While you're looking for that, I just want to, Kyle has been looking at some of the Lorcana stuff, and this past week they sent one of the new mats.
Oh, cool.
And I just think this is awesome. I love Belle, so sorry, I'm trying to.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and I actually, we have another one from a previous release that I just use as like a computer, almost like a mouse pad type thing. So
is it that kind of material?
Yep. So we kind of got the little spongy, and yeah, it works excellently.
Okay.
And it's nice and smooth. So thank you to Ravensburger for sending this to us. This is part of the Winter Spell series, which I believe is out now. And then Kyle said I could show you the mug they gave us. This is not for sale. This was just a gift that they sent to him, but it's a big mug. He used it the other day and his normal amount of coffee only came up halfway. So this is, I don't know, really, really perfect for the winter season. But yeah, we'll have more Lorcana coverage on Laughing Place.
We had a little tease of it already. So if you want to know a little bit about it, be sure to check out the article that Luke offers with a tease. I know Kyle will be bringing you much more information And I wanted to be sure that all of you knew about a new Disney Visa. It has a variety of special offers connected to it, whether those are discounts. And right now, because it's brand new, there's a few, like sign up bonuses, things like, if you spend this much in the next month, then you get a $300 bonus, things like this. It is a card with an annual fee of $149. So you may want, take that into consideration. But as more and more places are going cashless, take a peek at the credit card you're using and make sure it's working for you. Different ones offer different perks based upon the dollars you're spending, and some of those fit with your lifestyle better than others. So want to point out this Disney Visa. It's called the Disney Inspire. We'll have a link below, and you can take a look at it and see if maybe it's one of those where the way you're spending your money will get you a few more bonuses that you can take advantage of. And this also is since it's a Disney Visa, it comes with opportunities throughout the year for Disney fans, including if you're going to a theme park, they have like special character meet and greet opportunities that are limited to the Visa card holders. So, like I say, we'll have the link below so you can look into that. But I thought since you use a credit card more and more nowadays for shopping, we'd talk about it here at Fairly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And with that, Becca, I'm going to toss it over to you for your shopping list.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah. Let me make sure. No, you're not on you. Let me make sure I sent the right one. Yes, this is the right one. This is the Tuesday pin drop over at Disney Store. It will not include those Muppets pins that we saw earlier. Those are in the parks, but there was a Kermit cork board, so you might still be able to nab that over at Disney Store, along with some other fun exclusives and anniversary pins. And then we've also got our roundup of new merchandise at Disney Store. There was a Walt Disney World retro collection that dropped yesterday, and then some new styles from her universe and some other fun stuff. And then we've got over at Walt Disney World a new wave of the princess baseball jerseys. So there's some other characters that we haven't seen yet in this fashion, making these fashion statements. Those are pretty fun. And then if you're a fan of Disneyland attractions, at Disneyland, there's a bunch of new t-shirts celebrating said attractions. There's also some new Pixar stickers coming, in, like the Scream container from Monsters, Inc., and then an Alien sticker as well. Avatar, Fire, and Ash is pre-order on vinyl, and I believe it's a March release. I might have that wrong, but you can pre-order that now, and there's some exclusives at different retailers. And then the Disney Afternoon, there's a series of games available on Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. You can get digital versions, and these, I believe, are on sale right now. So that's great thing to add to your gaming collection. And then Eric reviewed the X-23 Hot Toys figure from Deadpool and Wolverine, kind of going in detail of all of the features of this collectible. So that's what I got.
As we wrap up, this weekend is California Adventure's 25th birthday. As we've mentioned, I'm going to show one more little piece of.
Ooh.
This was an opening day medallion. Up at the top, it says grand opening. On the back of the coin, let me see if I can get that to kind of reflect. It has the date and it says grand opening. And there's the price, and I will read it to you. It says $10. So I'm curious. We'll have to see if they have packaged medallions available for the anniversary and what they will look like. I can't even remember what they are in those machines now. So, but this was $10 in this nice little packaging. So we will have to check it out while we're down there. I know there's going to be tons of coverage coming from the team because several of us will be at California Adventure over the weekend for that celebration. And I'm excited.
No, it's awesome. I can't believe it's been 25 years. I remember seeing advertisements for it and wanting to go and not getting there until much, much later. But like so much had changed. Like even from the first, like there was, I think erroneously thought that like everything that when I finally got to see it, finally got to the park, had been there. Like the roller coaster was that that wasn't there on opening day, was it?
The coaster was, it was not Incredibles.
Okay. Okay. So then
the coaster itself was there, but it was not themed to Incredibles. It just had kind of a California soundtrack, and it was kind of a
California Screaming, right?
Had the surf, yeah, it had the surf vibe. So that's what's so wild is even though that front entrance is dramatically different, right, from opening day, so much of the bones of the park in many ways are still the same. You still have Screamin'. It has the Incredicoaster, dynamic to it now, but as far as like your actual like ride experience, that's not any different. Right. The Wild Mouse coaster over there by the hotel on that outer edge, it went from it was Mulholland Madness and then Goofy Sky School. You have the Golden Zephyr, that we always joked around would shut down if you sneezed because it was very sensitive to wind. The Orange Stinger is now Silly Symphony Swings, but I mean it's still, you sit in it, you spin. So but then you have things like Superstar Limo, that became Monsters Inc.
And I had to watch a video for that.
Yeah, and then I think for me, the biggest change at California Adventure is the food dynamics, how it's kind of, originally for me, it was very much kind of a grab and go, let's sample things kind of thing. And that kind of went away for a while. But now with the festivals, I feel like that vibe has come back where you kind of get together with friends to like, nosh and drink and talk. So that's one of my favorite things about California Adventure is just because it's situated directly across the Esplanade from Disneyland. Disneyland is so quaint, and its walkways are so small, and its shops are entries are smaller. It's designed with such a different aesthetic as far as like guest flow. And then you go over to California Adventure and you're just like, oh, I have this space because the corridors are wider, the pathways are wider. You don't have as many like kind of sidewalky, dynamics in a way. And so, it's just very, very different to side by side to have those two very Disney, for me, very Disney experiences with the immersion, immersing you in an environment, but yet you can see the difference between Disneyland of the 50s and into, the modern day versus what happened when they built a park in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So, and I still can't believe I used to park there. I used to just park there, drop in to the park, walk out. Now, half an hour, I think, if you're lucky. From the time you show up until you hit the gate. It's so comparable to a Magic Kingdom visit. Now it's like Disney Hollywood Studios that wins as far as access, I think. I feel like all the US parks, when it comes to from parking time to enjoyment of a park, I think Studios is the winner.
I think you're right. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
It's just kind of wild. And the nice thing about that one is, it's right there with the Skyliner. So if you can park there, and if you're like, oh, I'm going to pop over here first and then come back, you have so much more freedom as far as just using that as kind of a home base for your vehicle. So can't wait to get down to Disneyland Resort. I'm sure we'll have stories to share next week. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to Barely Necessities tonight. Here a little bit later, we will have Disney Trivia Live. You can go head to head against fellow Disney fans, showing off your Disney knowledge. And once again, if you did not catch up on the latest news, the announcement of the succession to Bob Iger when he steps down in mid-March, check out Laughing Place for all the details and analysis of that announcement. We'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.